Have you realized how difficult it can be to pick out a golf bag? Without loading up all of your clubs and all of your crap and putting it in the bag and walking the course, it can be tough to know which one is actually right for you. How's it gonna feel? How's it gonna fit? Should I spend a lot? Should I spend a little? What kind of bag do I need? Well, I got you covered, because guess what? I've reviewed a bunch of golf bags, and today I've got a whole bunch of them sitting here, and I'm gonna tell you about my favorites. We're gonna talk about the most underrated, the best bang for the buck, the best walking bag, the best looking bag, the best overall. We're gonna talk about all of it. So if you are in the market for a new golf bag and you're trying to figure out which one is right for you, I think this video might help. I'm gonna tell you my picks for my favorites on the market right now, and let's not waste any more time. Let's jump into this thing. Okay, I'm gonna waste just 20 more seconds. If at the end of this video, or even right now, you're not sure which bag is right for you, go take our quiz. It will take you 20 seconds. I'll ask you like 4 or 5 questions about what you're looking for, and I will make my best recommendation for what bag is for you. There's a link below. Go check it out. I think it's gonna help. All right, let's get into the reviews. All right, we're gonna come right out of the gate with one of my absolute favorite bags. This is my pick for the most underrated golf bag on the market. It is this. The Sun Mountain Mid-Stripe. You might be looking at this and you're like, I've never seen that bag before. I know, nobody has it. If you want a bag where you show up and everybody says, whoa, what bag is that? That looks awesome. This is the bag for you. They have a ton of colorways. This is kind of Sun Mountain's answer to Stitch, to Vessel, to some of those luxury bags. It's not cheap. It gets up, I think it's $368 retail, so it's not a cheap bag, but it's a step above all the other Sun Mountain bags, both in quality and materials, but also just in looks. They have this like vintage, retro 80s kind of throwback vibe with a lot of their styles, and I think a lot of them look killer. I went for this green one with the mid-stripe, hence the name mid-stripe. The leather up here is super soft. The brown leather handle is a really nice touch that I love. And overall, it's just a very functional, very good looking bag. Still got the Cobalt rangefinder on there. Highly recommend that as well. One other feature is there's this little metal plate here. You can get your initials, you can get that personalized if you want. So all that to say, this is a bag I've gotten a bunch of use out of. It's gotten more compliments and comments than probably any other bag I've used, and it's unique. The straps are soft, it carries well, it's got plenty of space for everything you need. It's a great bag. So if you want something a little bit different, check out Sun Mountain Mid-Stripe. All right, next up we're going with the coolest golf bag, and that's to be subjective. There's a lot of different brands out there and a lot of people think different things are cool, but we're gonna go with the one that I've just kind of found broadly across the board everybody thinks is a cool bag, and that is the Jones Utility Trooper, or currently it's the Trooper R. So this is the previous generation. They've made some minor changes with the Trooper R, but this is just a phenomenal all-around bag. It's like 280 bucks, so it's not cheap, but it's not like break the bank expensive. So the guys at Jones kind of revitalized the Jones name from back in like the 70s, the 80s, these old school classic style golf bags, and basically the new ones are just a modern take on that. So you still get some of these kind of touches that make it look like an old school bag while still being functional and comfortable. So you've got like a cooler bag in here. This particular model I loved with the blue little pops on the zipper ties. One thing about this is you can dual strap it or single strap it. The strap system takes a little bit of getting used to. If you're someone that always double strap walks, this one will be a little bit of adjustment. The straps aren't quite as easy to use as some of the other bags we talk about, but once you kind of get used to it, they are great. And this is probably the bag I have used second most behind our best overall pick, which we are going to talk about later. I love it. This particular colorway always got lots of compliments. It's great for carrying, it's great for pushing. You can put it in a cart. Everything just works well. There's nice storage. You're getting modern accessibility, great build quality, nice aesthetics, and you're getting that little extra cool factor that people just want to see. And so if you're looking for a cool golf bag that's also functional, well built, that you're going to be happy with, I would definitely check out the Jones Trooper series. All right, now we're talking the best bag for walkers. If you are someone that walks, you want a comfortable bag, you want something that you can put all your stuff in, I would take a look at the Ping Hoofer. The Ping Hoofer is like one of the most iconic golf bags there is. It has been around for years, and they continue to make improvements on it. So it's got a great strap system. It's not too heavy. There's plenty of storage space. So if you are looking for a bag that's comfortable to carry, that has gotten wide recognition for a couple decades in the golf industry, the Hoofer is a great choice. So as you're gonna see on this list, I kind of prefer a little bit more of a modern aesthetic. The reason I don't personally use a Hoofer a lot is because it just kind of looks like every other other golf bag to me, whether it's a TaylorMade or a Ping or a Titleist. They all kind of have that same look, and I just prefer something that's a little bit more unique and a little bit different, which is what you're getting from some of the newer brands. That being said, the hoofer is around $275, so it's a good value. It is going to perform for years to come. So if you just want something that's reliable, has been proven for years, and has overall got a great reputation, the Ping hoofer is a great bag for the walking golfer. Now we're talking about the best bag for juniors. So if your kid is in the market, maybe you're a high school student, you're trying to figure something out, maybe you don't carry a full set, or maybe you want something that's really small for your high school team that you're gonna have to be carrying, I would take a look at Sunday golf bags. So Sunday was built as a brand focusing on Sunday bags. So smaller bags that aren't going to carry a full set of clubs, that are going to be easy to take around on the course and light and not get in the way. And so there's two bags from them I would take a look at. The first is the El Camino, which is this one. So this is kind of their more full-size Sunday bag. They've got the Loma, which I just think is kind of ugly personally. But this one, it's got a garment pouch, it's got space for balls, it's even got a cooler pack. So if you're a younger golfer, you want to throw some sodas in there, you are able to do that with this bag. I think they say it holds like 11 clubs, 8 clubs, 8 to 11 clubs, somewhere in there. So it's not a full set, but again, for junior golfers, the smaller size can be a really good fit for that. If you're a junior that is carrying a full set of clubs, or you're someone that just wants a smaller, more compact set, I would take a look at the Sunday Rider Bag. So this is the newest one from Sunday. They've just released it in the last couple of months, and it's basically taking the hallmarks of what they do, small, compact, while making enough space for a full set of clubs. But even being small and compact, you're still getting the cooler bag, you're getting plenty of storage, and it's overall a great option for the younger golfer, someone that doesn't want to carry a big, heavy, full-size pack. My knock on the Sunday bags is the build quality and the materials just aren't quite on the same level as most of the other bags we are going to talk about, but it's also at a cheaper price point than most of the ones we're going to talk about. The Rider bag on its own, without any discounts, I think is a little expensive. But if you use the coupon code that I have listed below, it should drop it to just under $200, where all of a sudden it becomes a really good value for that person looking for a more compact bag. So if you're looking for a smaller bag, or you're looking for a bag for a junior golfer, I think either of those options from Sunday are going to be a great fit. Hey, let's take a quick pause right here. Is this helpful? Is this useful? Maybe give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and go check out our survey. The link is below. It takes 20 seconds, and it's gonna help you find the perfect bag for you. All right, let's get back to the video. Best looking bag. Obviously, this is totally subjective, but I'm gonna give you my pick for what I think is the best looking bag, and that is the Stitch SL2. I think this bag looks awesome. It has not changed much in the last 2 or 3 years, except they've continued to roll out new colorways, and the latest models have this awesome color blocking that I think looks really, really good. The build quality is awesome, the materials are awesome, and we've got a coupon code where you can save 20% below, which drops this down to a much more reasonable price. That's gonna take it out of the range of the mid-stripe, some of the vessel bags. It's going to make it quite a bit more affordable. The only knock I have on this bag is the storage space is kind of lacking. Particularly, the garment pouch is kind of small, so for me, a lot of times I'm carrying around a big camera, and I want to put that camera in the garment pouch. And it's a little too tight to do that with the Stitch bag. But if you're someone who's a fairly minimalist golfer, you like to carry or push, you don't want to pack your bag with a whole bunch of stuff, and you want an awesome looking bag, then the Stitch SL2 is one of the best golf bags on the market. And like I said, when you can save 20%, it makes it a pretty killer deal. So that is my pick for the best looking golf bag. All right, I'm gonna have a couple bonus bags for you at the end, but before we get to that, let's just give you what you've been waiting for, and that is my pick for the best overall golf bag on the market, and that is this, the Vessel Player 4 Pro. It's actually a lie. This is the Vessel Player 4. It's not the Pro model. Personally, I would go for the Pro model. Over my last couple golf trips, I've been using the Vessel Player 4 Pro DXR, where instead of this synthetic leather, you get this kind of nylon ripstop, which is really, really high quality, and it makes the bag a little bit lighter. So I've been able to see kind of the Pro level features and how they compare to the regular 4, and I think the Pro is better. It's an extra $40, I believe, but you're getting a larger garment pouch, you're getting some higher end materials. Some of these pockets all of a sudden have magnets instead of zippers, and I find myself loving that. So if I'm just quickly trying to grab a tee or quickly trying to grab a ball, the magnets actually work really well, and they're strong enough that they're never just popping open. And I really like the added touch. It makes the bag feel more high-end, and I found it to be more functional. Don't get me wrong, I think this bag, the Player 4, is one of the best golf bags out there, but I'm a little perturbed because the Vessel Player 3, which was my previous pick for best bag, had some features that have been rolled back on this model. So here you'll find kind of like a regular mesh on the top and on the straps. So that used to be this like velvety microfiber lining that was awesome. Now you got to get the Pro model to do that. So I can kind of see what happened. In order to release the Pro, Vessel kind of took the Player 3 and they said, okay, we're going to take a couple of these features out, put that on the Player 4, and then we're going to have this Pro model, which has some of the premium stuff. And so at $435, I think is what the Player 4 Pro costs. I think it's the most expensive bag on this list. But I have been using Vessel bags the most over the last 3 years since I've been covering golf bags. That is usually what I have. There's a ton of storage space. They look great. They're super high quality. And with my Vessel Player 3, I traveled to like a dozen different places. I played 50, 60 rounds of golf with it, and it is still in excellent shape. If you're looking to save some weight, then I would definitely take a look at the DXR model, but that is going to be the big knock with the Vessel bags. As even the DXR model, they are heavy. Relatively heavy. And they can get even more heavy if you keep in the rain hood. If you get the 14-way divider over the 6-way, that's all going to add weight. So if it were me, I would get the Vessel Player 4 Pro with the 6-way divider. If you're okay with having a little bit of a heavier bag, then honestly, I think this is the best one out there. It's a little bit heavy, it's kind of expensive, but the build quality is second to none. The performance, the features, everything is great, and I love the Vessel bags. So that's my unbiased pick for overall recommendation. That is the bag that I have been using the most over the last couple years. Are you still with me? If so, I've got 3 more bonus bags for you that we're gonna do pretty quickly. So, best cart bag. I don't use a cart, I have not reviewed any cart bags, but if I were to go buy a cart bag, I would get the Vessel Luxe Cart. This bag looks amazing. I would get it in all black. I would kill to have all that storage because I'm a total pack rat. I pack a ton of stuff in there, and this thing looks great. And if it's anything like the build quality of the other Vessel bags that I have used, I know it is going to be excellent. It's like $415, so it's even a little bit cheaper than the Player 4 Pro, but if I had a cart and I were buying a cart bag, that is the one I would go with. Take that for what it's worth because I haven't used it personally, but it looks awesome. All right, next up, best golf duffel bag. So if you're taking a 3 or 4 day trip, you need to pack your stuff in one bag. What would you get? I would get this. The Jones Weekender. This thing is awesome. This is the second iteration of this where they've made a couple updates. Notably, there's a waterproof little compartment in here where you can now easily access it via zipper. So if you're playing wet round, you can throw your shoes in here. It's not going to get everything else wet. You can take them out easily. This thing is durable, and it's got this kind of cool clamshell opening. So you can carry it like this, or it turns into a backpack, and you can carry it like a backpack. At $165, I actually think this is a really good value. It's well built, it's functional. They've thought about all of the little details for what golfers or what people need on a weekend golf getaway, and it looks really, really cool. So I just got back from Koonaki in Hawaii with this. I also just got back from Banff and Jasper with an 80 club trip. I took this bag. If I'm doing a golf trip less than a week, this is my go-to bag, and I love it. So if you're trying to find a little weekender golf bag, then get the Jones Weekender. And finally, last but not least, we're talking about the most versatile day pack. So if you're looking for a bag that you can take a change of clothes with to the club, you can take on an airplane as a carry-on, you can take to the pool with your kids, then I would get this. The Stitch Birdie Bag. So I have actually been using this way more than I ever expected to. First off, one of the coolest features is it's got a built-in cooler insert. So literally, there's a whole insert, all waterproof, cooler. You can throw ice in there, you can throw drinks in there. It'll fit in the back of a golf cart. If you're taking it to the lake or to a pool, you can load this thing up. It is awesome. But if you don't want to use the cooler, if you're not going to the lake and you're going to, say, the club and you just need a change of clothes, you can pop this cooler insert out, and then you've got just a big open backpack that you can put whatever you would like in there. On the back side, it opens up like this, and you've got a removable laptop sleeve. There are magnets. Can you hear that? There's magnets that attach this. There's magnets that attach the top to the cooler insert. It's very, very well thought out. And regardless of what you are looking for, if you're looking for a day pack, whether it's for a computer at work, whether it's to go to the club, whether it's to travel, this thing works, and it works really well. So The looks, you know, this kind of boxy look, I was a little on the fence about, but I found myself using this bag like every week. I'm using it for something. I'm taking it to the club. I've taken it to the pool with my kid. Haven't taken it on an airplane because I normally have a big camera bag with all my camera gear. So I've not tested it out that way, but this thing is super versatile. So if you want to buy one bag that does a little bit of everything and can let you have a lot of fun with that cooler insert, then I would check out the Stitch Birdie bag. And like I said, we got a Stitch promo code that is linked below. So that's going to save you 20% on this because it is kind of an expensive bag. It's like $330. Given how much I found that I used it, I think it is worth it, but if you can drop that 20%, then all of a sudden it becomes, well, much more worth it. So there you go. Those are my picks for the best golf bags currently on the market based on what I have tested. I know there's going to be a ton of comments. Well, you didn't talk about this, you didn't talk about this, you didn't talk about this. Well, these are my favorites of the ones I have personally used, with the notable exception of that vessel cart bag, which I talked about. I don't promote anything that I haven't personally reviewed because I want to make sure I can stand behind it 100%. So all the bags I've talked about, I have personally used, I love, and I think you should check them out. My name is Sean Ogle. I'm the founder of this thing here at Breaking 80, where we do cool golf product reviews and golf course reviews. If you're still not sure which golf bag is for you, go click the link below, check out our golf bag survey. It's going to take you like 20 seconds, and it's going to give you my opinion for the bag I think you should buy based on your needs. If you have any questions, if you want to know anything about any of these golf bags, I'm pretty proficient and well-versed in them at this point, so drop a comment and let me know. If you haven't done the thumbs up, the subscribe, do all those things. It helps me out, allows me to keep making videos like this for you. And so with that, I hope you have an excellent day. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.